put that to bed. We know you're full-time 450 right now, and what a transition today. And first things first, live up to the expectations that we were looking for today. Come out of here in one piece, on the podium, and
I'm glad I'm out of here in one piece. After the first moto, I almost grenaded myself. I did the same thing on those rollers.
Do it at my home track, hometown. I've gotten so close so many times, but
In the first moto, I graced
especially
the
coming off the Supercross championship, it's all about receiving momentum, confidence I have, comfortable with the bike, just happy with the whole setup. So, man, it's something I've worked for my whole life, and I checked that one off the list.
I can tell you, we talked about the conditions of the track you did just a moment ago. A bit slick in some areas, hard underneath. You were letting that bike move so much. I told you, you whipped that thing inside one time, and you didn't even realize it. Basically ran off the track, and then right after that went down. Now, you were behind one of the big monster mares, just where Joe had run into some lapper trouble. We couldn't quite see it, but we saw you get back up unfazed. Was it easy to keep the concentration, to keep the momentum up, keep calm? Because it just seemed like gave up a couple spots, got back on the track, was able to find that pace again, and pick up some positions, put yourself basically back where you were.
Yeah.
e-bike?
It started going down, but
I have two,
I
but
got up
probably
pretty
don't wanna
quick and
risk
only
it.
lost, I think, 2 or 3 spots. Just put my head down. It was just all about hitting the lines, being patient with the track. If you try to push in spots, it would bite you. So it was all about being patient, push where you can, and then obviously, kind of pick the right lines. So I felt comfortable on this dirt, and obviously it's a home track for me, so I felt right at home.
You looked right at home. We were talking second season outdoors on a 450. You're built for a 450. You're so comfortable on that thing, and the transition to you was obviously seamless.
Yeah, obviously this is where I want to be full time, so finally, better late than never. It took a little bit longer, but we're here and ready to have some fun with the big dogs and challenge for some podiums and try to get closer.
Learn a little bit about yourself and the competition today?
Yeah, of course. I got to ride with our battle with some legends. Battle with Dungy, both motos, Caroli, and then had my teammate Tomac behind me that whole second moto. So it was fun. You kind of go from, wow, I'm battling with these guys to I belong up here, and definitely some confidence for the rest of the season.
Awesome performance today. Congratulations. Ken Roxon, holy cow. Everybody had big expectations, as well as yourself, we know.
Really? Really?
we watched a lot of the social media, just watching some of your training, preparing for the outdoors. Just absolutely incredible, the intensity level that you were training with. And I know you wanted to make a statement. Come out here, got fantastic starts, put in killer laps, and really, I didn't see any mistakes. I'm sure you felt some mistakes. But I have to tell you, it looked like basically a flawless ride, hit most of your marks. Looked like you had maybe one altercation with a lapper as well. It looked like you might have got held up once, maybe twice. You and Chase were coming through a pack of 3. Chase was able to go inside. They drifted out just a little bit. And I think it was about 2 laps to go, basically slow jumping that second moto.
Yeah, I mean, I almost died in the first moto on these rollers right here, like really bad. So I'm really glad to get out of here safe. I think the second moto, the track was better than in the first one. There were a lot more square edges on the takeoffs of the jumps than the first one. So I'm glad they fixed those up a little bit. But overall, yeah, I mean, I didn't really know where I was going to be at. My head's in it, and I tried to prepare as well as I can. And this is a very good weekend to build on. So I'm glad to battle with Chase today. Obviously, he's super strong and fast right now, and for me, I just want to have that, never give up mentality, and I fought hard today, and of course, some lappers messed him up as well, and we had some good battles, because after he went by me, I really tried to stay on him and close the gap again, and possibly, try to make a run for it again, but I wasn't quite close enough, and got messed up by a couple of lappers, so especially in the first moto, that's when, like, within one lap, I feel like I lost almost 10 seconds, and then afterwards, I kind of just stayed there and looked for some lines for the second moto as well. And overall, though, I had such a good time racing today. I was glad to be back. And of course, during practice at home, I try to put in that intensity, but it's just never the same until you get to the race. So it was nice getting this first one out of the way and know where I'm at and just build on this.
Yeah, it looked like the Ken Roxon of old, without question. Just the fluid technique on the bike, the smooth outside lines, just making great decisions. And I saw that move on the rollers up there. Did the front end just, what led to that?
No, I just, so they were cupped out kind of weird, and I essentially just got bucked super weird. I feel like I probably bottomed out or something, and almost went over the bars. It was really tricky there. So afterward, I was like, oh, don't do anything stupid now. And so that was really the only spot where I got really sketchy today. And other than that, I hit my marks pretty good, and I felt like I overall just rode really well today.
I would agree with that. Rode very well overall. Battled with your teammate on a Honda weekend. Of course, the national sponsored by Honda. 2 Honda teammates up front, battling 1-2, as well as in the lights class. So very impressive weekend for you guys. Chase, it looked like at any given time you were able to just change lines. You were just kind of having a good time there. It seemed like early in both the motos, we were able to close the gap at will, it seemed like, and your patience was extremely impressive today. It seemed like you used a lot of self-restraint, a lot of self-control, and put a lot of thought into each of the moves.
Yeah, my first moto start was not good, so it actually helped me out though. I found a few lines early, and that led to me kind of just being able to catch back up and make a pass on Eli. And then Kenny and I had a couple of close moments. Him and I came together, and then actually when I got around him, I overjumped that middle jump by, I don't know, it felt like 35 feet into the bumps, and it was a little bit squirrely for me. Good thing Kenny didn't go to the inside because I was like coming in there hot. So besides that second moto, I knew Kenny was going to be good. I got the whole shot, but he's so good early, and his line choice is second to none. So he obviously got by me, and then I was just talking to him about it. I just followed him and picked up some of the lines that he was doing that I was losing time, and then part of the track I was really good on as well. So just kind of connected those lines and ended up making a push back to him, and it was just cool. Him and I have ridden a lot of laps together, and it was just a fun day overall, and to have 1-2 Honda is awesome.
So what went through your head, Joe, when you run into the backup? You see his leg come off the peg, he goes sideways, your bars almost come out of your hands. You think, oh my God, 2 Hondas out here, 1-2, we're going to take each other out. What went through your head?
Yeah, I was committed to going on the inside, and he went to because he saw me the lap before, kind of almost make a move there, and he guarded the inside, and I was already committed, and I ran pretty much into the side of him. I backed off, obviously, because I didn't want either of us to go down. So, yeah, it was good racing. Obviously, we raced each other clean, and we came a little bit too close for comfort there. But overall, it was just a great day of racing, and just happy to get out of here. Like Kenny said, the track was tough. Those rollers on that before or after the start, I had a little bit of a close call second moto where Kenny almost crashed first moto. So tough track, and overall, just in a good spot.
Well, again, we take a lot away from it this weekend. We saw a lot of your social media, saw a lot of your preparation coming into this, and I also got word from a lot of the locals. You pounded some laps out here leading up to this round. You were out here late in the day when the track was rough, not in the best of conditions, and really put in the time and made yourself suffer leading up to this, and obviously paid off today. Was that the goal? Was that the goal, to just push yourself to that limit each day training?
Yeah, actually, so after Salt Lake City and Supercross, we went back to Florida. I tested that week with Honda, made some really good adjustments, and I've been riding a Tyler Rattray's track, and his track is, I would say, the closest thing to a GP. Super, as far as it looks, just super rough and a lot of sand, which I struggle in, and got the bike to a really good spot. And it's honestly the opposite kind of soil as this dirt. And then put a lot of motos in the week after that, did some 40s, and just worked my butt off. I only had 1 week of real preparation, and then last week came out here, rode press day, felt good, was good that the bike translated to the track, and yeah, like I said, I got another good day in Thursday and led to this race.
Again, other than a couple little visuals, didn't seem to see a lot of mistakes whatsoever. No crashes today, and put together 2 just fantastic motos. Congratulations on that, for sure.
Thank you.
Any questions out here?
Thanks, Kelmer on Racetracks. This one's for Christian. Coming into this season, I think maybe you were a little bit less talked about than you probably should have. I don't know, maybe you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you think that you should have been talked about a little bit more. So as a result like this today, maybe a little bit more validation of how you felt coming into the season, and then it works out like this.
Yeah, I would say that's a little bit, just not talked about. But that's fine. I mean, I knew how I felt, and I wasn't like in the limelight, like out here where a lot of the media is. I was in, back in Tallahassee, we were touring motos. I know how I felt, so yeah, I mean, it's good to do and finally put that together. It's something I've been working on for a long time. I got close a couple years ago, and then finally do a 3-3 with her. Something to finally build off of, and it's a goal I checked off. So yeah, all in all, I mean, I'm happy.
You've been away from racing for a little bit. Are you surprised at the result? And were you worried about finding the intensity that you obviously found today? Was that something you always have in you, or is it unexpected from you?
I was more so worried because I feel like when I stopped racing Supercross, I feel like everything got worse before it got better. So honestly, it always sounds like there's a lot of time, but it really isn't. So I was just a little bit worried that I was going to come into the season too unprepared, but then at the same time, like once my head and everything was in it, I did everything I possibly could to get myself as good as possible, and it was great to see that it paid off today. And I just think I can still build on this. And like I said, I tried to put in the intensity and really kind of like drag myself through the gutter really to, motocross is gnarly, and I did everything I could, and it was nice to see that I'm up to par, and I try to put in the intensity, but coming to race day is always a little different, so it was good to get this one out of the way and see that we're right there.
Thanks, Conrad from Raceway. This one's kind of to change something which everyone wants to answer. Obviously, this is a huge day for Honda as a whole. So for both of you guys, when you're out front and you're pulled away from the field as you guys were and battling each other, is it almost surreal to just be kind of battling your teammate and not really have anybody close behind and just kind of focus on each other like that?
Yeah, I'm not sure if Honda's went 1-2 and 1-2 in both classes before, both motos. I don't know if that's a first or not, but it being a Honda event and 50th year for Honda and motocross this year is cool. And we had the retro theme today, which was awesome to put those guys in the top step and in both classes. And racing Kenny, I knew he was going to be tough that second moto. He was last year here. I had a really good first moto, and he went out and just destroyed everybody the second moto. So knew I had to get a good start, and I knew he was the guy I had to beat second moto. So it was cool. Like I said, we've done a lot of laps together, and it was just fun. Like I said, we're going to race each other clean, not pull any cheap stuff out there. So it was just good, clean racing.
Yeah, and for me as well, like I've known Chase for a long time, we've been friends for a long time, so I would much rather battle with my teammate than anybody else, so that was super cool to see. And yeah, as long as he respects the elderly a little bit, and that's pretty much it. So that was fun.
All right, anybody else? Any other questions? All right.
Hey, Christian, can you talk a little bit about your mental state coming into this race? Did you ever feel that you weren't up to par, or you were a little intimidated by coming to the 450 class? And is it a complete surprise that you're at this on the podium on the first race?
No, after that Supercross season, I felt like relieved. So from January to May, like to finally get my first Supercross championship, it was so much stress built up, and so when I finally did that, it was just like relieved, and I could ride with no pressure, not worrying about making little mistakes or getting hurt in practice. So I think that just made me ride better. But I've obviously done this before. I've done a lot of outdoors on the 450. I've done a lot of Supercross on the 450. So this is different though. I'm full time. I'm not going back to 250, and I have a future in this class. So I'm excited. I'm excited to build and battle with these guys. It's a lot less hectic, I'd say, than the 250 class, so that's nice.
Christian, again, figured some things out today, answered some questions for yourself, got some things going to work on this week. Got a plan already for next week?
Yeah, of course. I think everybody does. Everyone's trying to work on something. Everyone can be a little bit better. These two, everyone on the line. So we all go back, work on our weaknesses and what we struggle with today, and then try to get a little bit better for Hangtown. So next two rounds I look forward to. Pretty much those two are a lot of fun. So we'll see how we can get back up here.
Congratulations on a great ride. Look forward to seeing you next week. Kenny, again, fantastic form and speed out there. It looked like the true champion you are, and I know you had a lot of fun battling with Chase, but I know you want to be the top dog as well. Got some things you're going to work on, but it's going to be a big night tonight in the Honda camp, I'm sure.
Yeah, great week. Everybody's stoked around the team, but we don't want to rest on that either. You know, I don't want to let that high get too high, so we're just gonna chill, go back with the family as well, and have a great Sunday. But it was really just cool for me to get my head straight and everything else, and I actually just had a lot of fun racing, so that makes me look forward to the next race that much more.
Awesome. Congratulations on second place at Chase. Again, 1-1 today. Fantastic effort, and it's the progress that we've been watching. You know, it's a work in progress, as we like to say. And again, congratulations on that. Know that you're going to have a good time with the Honda camp tonight. Memorial Day weekend, you guys going to get a small break and then back to work.
Yes, sir. Last year for me in outdoors was tough. I feel like I was better than what I performed at, and just wasn't really comfortable on the bike, and that led to just not really doing that great. So to have a really good 2 off weeks after Supercross and to build coming into this race and have it pay off is awesome. We'll celebrate tonight, but after tonight it's in the past and focus on the future. So Hangtown's coming up, and we got 11 more races. So it's going to be a fun summer, and hopefully we can do this again.
Well, I love it. Congratulations to Chase, Ken, and Christian as well. Fantastic performance by you three. That's going to conclude our Max TV Plus coverage today of our post-race show, and look forward to seeing you guys in Sacramento. We're going to do it all over again in Hangtown. Thank you so much, and congratulations. Thank you.
Take care, buddy. See you next week.
See ya.